Do you all prefer HBL more or like actual school more?
I prefer HBL. Like ever since the
Yeah,
beginning,
HBL,
right, I already knew I would love HBL, and I really did.
Right.
Yeah.
Why?
You can sleep until like 5 minutes before lesson, then you wake up, then you chung everything, then you settle everything. Then you just look like you just woke up.
you know for HBL, right? I'll wake up at like 8:56, and then I'll just like quickly brush my teeth, and then I'll just sit in front of the computer. It's great, man. Like I have like 50 minutes more of sleep.
It feels like 50 hours. That's not wrong.
That's right.
Yeah. Then do you also prefer HBL more?
No, I prefer physical lessons.
Why?
Cause like HBL, right? I become damn slack. Like, cause I have like zero self-discipline. So during HBL period, right, I just like sleep. Like I literally just sleep. So it's like, for example, right, there was this one math tutorial, okay? Then I was damn tired, so I just off my camera. Then I just slept. Then
Oh my
after
god,
that,
Tanya, what the shit?
yeah, there like, it was like the second lesson or something, like in April. Then, cause I didn't do the tutorial, yeah. So after that, right, when I woke up, my math teacher went like, okay, thank you so much, see you all like next lesson. And I was like, thank you. Then I left. Oh my god, I just continued sleeping afterwards. Yeah. And then after lessons, I'm like, oh, time to eat my lunch. And then after it's like, oh, time to sleep. So like I study like very little during HBL.
So for Han and Ja, like you all prefer HBL, right? Do you think it? I think it is quite clear that for most of us, HBL is not very beneficial in the sense that we can't focus, stuff like that. Even though we get to like chillax more, stuff like that. Do you all still prefer HBL? I mean, like yes, but like, do you think it's good for? I mean, do you think it's good considering that you're taking A-levels this year?
Okay, I think this is just my personal sentiments, but like I feel like maybe other people will have like differing opinions from mine. But I feel that for me during HBL, I am more productive. Yeah, cause like with school, right, I get even more tired than usual, and then when I come back home, right, there's the traveling time, number one, and then there's also the like once you get back home, you have to shower, you have to settle down and everything. But with HBL, you don't have that like buffer time. So like the moment class ends, right, I can just like take my lunch and then continue with work. So for me, it's more productive because I can continue with work immediately. And then if I have to nap in the afternoon, I will still have a lot more time compared to during school days. And then I don't feel like lessons are compromised for me because like I feel like even tutorials over Zoom lessons, right, I still can absorb a lot, and it doesn't feel like super different from physical lessons. Yeah. And I prefer that and I also prefer how lectures are online now, so we can watch it at our own pace, yeah, rather than in school.
Also, it's like not live, it's like pre-recorded.
No, yeah, lectures are pre-recorded.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. How do you feel about like going back to school as usual until 29?
Oh, yeah.
I feel pretty much
the canteens gonna be so crowded. Oops, sorry, Han. Sorry. Wait, what were you saying?
No, Han just said that she feels pretty much the
I feel
same.
very much the same. You know, like the first day when I go back to school,
Yeah.
I told you, right? I feel like I've been here the day before. Like I didn't feel like I did for 2 months. Like I was just like another every other day. Yeah.
Was it cause like the previous week, the end of the previous week, y'all went to school? Like I know some of y'all went back to school, like during the break.
I didn't.
Wait, I didn't also.
Okay, I don't know who I'm talking to. So Han, you feel it's just totally the same?
I feel the same.
Tanya, how about you?
I felt like, for me, it felt very different. Like going back to school after the 2 months of circuit breaker.
Yeah.
It felt like Cause like firstly, right, like it feels so weird to see like my friends. Like I felt very happy, like really very happy. Cause like I really feel like I need to see them physically. Yeah. So for me, that felt really weird and special. So I feel like I've taken this whole like thing for granted, kind of. Yeah.
And then you said something about canteens.
Yeah, so on 29 June, like all 6 cohorts will come back, right? So that means that even if the timetable is staggered, which it will not be because they are switching back to the regular timetable, they're coming out with a new timetable. Yeah, then there's gonna be like the canteen is gonna be crowded again. Then it's like I hate it when the canteen is crowded, and then like kids are like screaming and shouting, and I just
Do you? Is there like how outside they put the crosses on the tables and stuff like that? Is there that thing in school?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
They removed it.
There is?
Wait,
no, but there's still like some crosses on some tables. Today I sat on one.
You sat on one.
It's like the table I sat at had a cross.
Can
I just say that the first day that we had to come back to school, right? I got lost. Like I forgot where my classroom was at. I think I called someone. Did I call you? I think so. Yeah, I think so. I was like, is our classroom still at the same place? Yeah.
Do they make your like social distance in school?
Yeah, they did.
LT,
like
canteen.
We don't go to LT, but then like in the canteen, right? Like if like the teachers, like those more on one lah. So if he catches like example like more than 3 people, I think, sitting on the same table, then he will like go and remind and reprimand people. Yeah.
How about like what's on your mind nowadays other than studying, or is it just studying and like the cats? I mean, like I'm feeling maybe it's like all studying because MCTs, right? Apart from that, is there anything?
I think for me it's like I'm just really looking forward to when like all like A-levels end, cause like I have a lot of things that I want to do outside of the stuff that I don't like to study. so yeah, I feel like right now I'm a bit like trapped in this path that I don't really want to be in. But I guess like at the end of the day, like I do want to go uni. So like whether I choose this path or like a poly route, right, which I feel that would have been more suitable for me. Now that I'm here, I just gotta do it lah. But I'm really looking forward to after A-levels where I can do like the stuff that I really enjoy. And yeah.
Sha, what are your plans for like uni, stuff like that? Do you have them in mind already, or are you still choosing?
Oh yeah, I finally know what I kind of want to do in uni, like after being clueless for so long. So I know I want to do either business or media and communications, and hopefully both. Like I want to do like a double major. Yeah, so I'll either take a degree in business or communications and media, and then like the degree will be, the major will be the other one. Yeah.
That's cool. Then like, how about like, what do you have in mind that you want to do after A-levels before your uni that you can't do now?
Oh my god, so many things. Like I have a lot of interests and hobbies, right? So like I would just like to explore that. Examples. Like dance. I want to dance more. Right now, like I don't get to dance as much. Yeah, because I'm really busy. I want to dance. I want to work on like music, and what else? I want to try working part-time as well, and I want to try to intern at like a media company.
That's cool. What are your plans for the future?
Okay, no, so right, basically right, the plan is right, remember I tell you all like I want to try doing animation and stuff, right? like the next big hero 6 blah blah stuff and stuff like that. But then like I was thinking like more realistically, because like I don't know whether this is what I want to do for my entire life. So if I say, because usually if you take something in uni, right, usually you will use that skill for like your most of your life lah. Then if like halfway through you get more, be more skilled, stuff like that. But then like I was thinking, because uni is like the most, what's that word? Like the prime year to study. So I should learn something more broad and not like so specific and niche, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah, so I got rid of that lah, basically. Then I'm now choosing between what was I choosing between? Sociology, I think. Was it? Yeah. And basically more broad stuff lah. Later I end up taking econs, what the hell? Okay. Oh shit. Yeah, then so the plan starts from there. Okay. So after that, I take this course again, right? Then after that, after I graduate, right, then I'll go and intern or like part time or like full time at some place, whatever I want. Then after that, like during the night, right? Then I'll what was the plan again? I forgot.
You have a house that's something like a penthouse, so you live at the top floor.
A penthouse?
Wait. It gets better, okay? She lives at the top floor. Her bottom is like a studio / office. So she will do something like business. She will hire the talents to come in and work for her. Something like that. Where she will
so cool though.
Where she will then do her animation.
It sounds so ambitious, like
yes,
I love it, man. Big dreams.
But that's only during the night because we cannot make it. Like I don't even know whether I can find money to buy a house. Then after the house, right, you need to find renovation stuff, right? Wow, later I buy a house, then my house empty.
I if you can afford a penthouse.
Yeah, I was like,
sure, dude.
I
think you should worry about buying a house.
No, I will choose house over transport, okay?
So like okay.
Oh, so you get a house first before you get a car?
Yes. If I can even afford it, okay. That's
I mean that makes sense, right? Like you drive around the car with nowhere to park the car, then like the parents' house.
In school, do they have like career fairs, stuff like that, like unis for that to come in?
Yeah.
So, Han, did you like get inspired from that or like what?
From what? No, career fair was quite bad. Like okay, that wasn't quite bad. Like I got information that was expected lah, but there was nothing new. Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I feel like they provide very like typical path.
Yeah. Oh my god. All the meetings that they set up, right? It's all the mainstream.
It's like very mainstream. Yeah. It's very mainstream. They don't give you stuff like especially I noticed they don't really like arts in the sense of like film, animation, those kind of stuff. There's I guess it's arts in like arts and social sciences, that kind of arts, but not like the actual like graphic design or like architecture, those kind of stuff. Yeah.
Science, everything is science. Like
everything is science.
I mean, it's not like I'm nowhere qualified to give advice, but I want to tell you, Han, that like I forgot who I heard it from, but they don't. Oh, I heard it from Nicosia. Okay, basically. Yeah.
The Workers' Party one.
Yeah, I think it was either Nicosia or like basically one of my alumni they were saying that most of the time you don't end up doing what you learn in poly/uni. Like example, I can specialize in film. I will not end up doing film, something like that. I might do something related like media, but not film. Yeah, so they say it's not. Yeah, just wanted to say that.
Yeah, that's why I thought like I do a more broad course would be more useful in a sense.
Like more like to train your critical thinking or like more general stuff. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Thanks for all of that. That was great interview. Do you all have anything else to say? You have any last words? I don't know, advice, anything for your peers, anyone watching this, whatever.
2020. So, I think we all know that like 2020 is a very tough year for everyone, and like it's very stressful, no matter who you are. Yeah. So just want to say, 加油!
Underline.
I think I just want to say that, 2020 is a very unique year. The start of, oh my god, oh yeah, 2020 is a very unique year. It's the start of a new decade, and then we are facing so many like endless like problems all around the world, and I just want to say like, yes, the insect is coming near me. So like no matter what it is, like I think we can all get through this together. And for students, right, especially those taking like major exams this year, like it may be harder for you because of all the variables and changes, but just push through, just a few more months left and can do it.
Yeah, that's nice. How about you, Han?
I have to say also.
I mean, you can choose not to. I don't know, man.
I think just like yeah, I think we'll get through this together. Then we have to take care of both like the mental and physical health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay, we're done.
It was a good interview. Thanks, man.
By the way, is like my mic volume okay? Was it too loud or?
Yeah, same. It's
Yeah,
mine
it's
okay.
fine. Is mine okay? Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.